Okay, so my presentation is on unlimited abilities. I'm not the best speaker, so I have my notes to help me, if you don't mind. What I wanted to talk about today, since this panel is about inspiration, is what I wanted to talk about, is inspiration. How we can all inspire to be something greater than we are. When a human being is born, I believe that all people are superhumans. We have unlimited abilities. We can do whatever we want to do, we can be whoever we want to be, and if you want some proof, just remember what you were like when you were a kid. What did you dream about? What did you want to become? Did you have any obstacles? Did you think like, oh, this is not realistic? I know that a lot of kids, they want to be pilots, they want to be astronauts, they want to be presidents, and then when we grow up, somehow we have all those barriers in front of us, and we decide, no, this is not realistic, so we cannot do this, we cannot accomplish that. This is me. When I was a child, I was born in a small city, Kostanay, which is in the north part of Kazakhstan, if you don't know. Is there anybody from Kostanay here? Yeah? Oh, great. We have a person. You've been to Kostanay? Great. Did you like it?
I love it.
This is the best city in the world, so... So I was born in a regular family. My mother was a teacher, my father was a driver. I lived in this small area. And I was a particular kid, so I was introverted. I didn't like a lot of people. I didn't talk to a lot of people because I didn't want to. I was a girl, and I'm still a girl, but I didn't like to dress like one. I didn't like these fluffy dresses. I liked to wear jeans, I liked to wear t-shirts, and I didn't care what other people thought that I should wear. I didn't like to have long haircuts. I didn't like when my mother braided my hair. That's why I had this short-cut hair, which I still do. And besides that, I thought that I could do anything that I wanted to do. I wasn't afraid of risks. I didn't care what people thought. And I think this is how most children are. They're not afraid to take risks. They do not think, oh, I'm going to fall down and it's going to hurt, that's why I'm not going to go down the swing, or something like that. We are all fearless when we are children. But then, somehow, when we grow up, our minds change. And I think that changes because of the society. Society puts up all kinds of barriers. Have anybody seen this short movie called Alike? Yes? Yes, I see several people. If you haven't seen it, please Google it. Find it on YouTube. It's just 8 minutes, and it is great. It shows how society actually kills our creativity. But in reality, I think reality is even worse. Society not only kills our creativity, it always says to us that we cannot do something. They say what we should wear, how we should look like, what we should do, and that's why we have all the kinds of ideas in our head which we were not born with. And we start thinking that we cannot actually do something and we cannot accomplish something. I haven't changed much since I was a kid. I still don't care about what people think, how I dress. I came to this great financial forum and dressed differently than most speakers, not because I'm sort of making some kind of stand, it's just because I'm comfortable like this. If I wore a dress, I wouldn't be comfortable speaking to you as I am right now. So I've traveled a lot, not as much as some people, but I love to do that. I've done a lot of different kinds of sports, and I've participated in different kinds of forums, and I've started companies. I failed a lot. I did a lot of things, and I never got scared because of that. And I think if we pursue something that we want to pursue, if we do something that we love to do, this is what inspires us to do great things in our life. For example, right now, I might be almost 30, and some people think that by 30 you have to have stable career, home, and things like that, but I'm still dreaming. I have 3 dreams: to become an astronaut, to become a movie director and to become a president of our country. But we'll see. Maybe not all of these dreams will come true, but one might probably be true. And a lot of people still tell me that it's not realistic and stuff like that, but I don't listen to people like that, because if you dream big, sometime later you're bound to achieve something great. And it is just one life, right? We have just one life, and we shouldn't listen to people who are talking that you cannot do something. We should listen to people who say that you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish. Right now, I'm working with people with special needs. I work with young adults and teenagers. These are the kids with Down syndrome. They're actually not kids, teenagers, and the volunteers who work with them. And I have never heard so much negative information about the children from their parents as I heard from these parents. And it's not their parents' fault, because from the moment that the person with disabilities comes to this world, when he or she is born, especially in developing countries, people hear a lot of bad things about them. They hear that they will never tell their mothers that they love them. They tell that they will never go to school. They will never do a lot of things. And unfortunately, as the time goes by, parents start believing that. They start believing that their kids are not capable of doing a lot of things. But we, in our inclusive center, we believe that people can accomplish anything that they set out to accomplish. Have you seen this video? How do you see me? Has anybody seen this video? Please Google that also. I think her name is Olivia Wilde, very popular actress. She plays in this short video called How Do You See Me? It was filmed by a Down syndrome organization in Spain, and it basically shows how people with Down syndrome see themselves and how other people see them. So how do we see them ourselves is completely different from what people see in us. We see ourselves as dreamers, we see ourselves as family members, as happy people, and sometimes that doesn't align with how other people see us. And that especially goes to people with special needs. Because when you see a person with Down syndrome, what do you think? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? It's usually, it's a pity, right? We are like, oh, that's too bad, they're born with Down syndrome. But actually, and that's one thing that was made in my introduction, which is nothing wrong. A lot of people say people suffer from Down syndrome or from autism. Actually, people don't suffer from Down syndrome. They don't suffer from autism. They're just people like us. And we are the ones who are making barriers for their lives. For example, in Kazakhstan, people with Down syndrome, autism, and other different disabilities, they're not able to go to regular school. Not because they cannot study, but because society thinks that they can't. And this is one major reason why a lot of people cannot accomplish their dreams just because the society says them to. So what we do in our organization, actually, we teach theater skills, we teach cooking skills, and we help people find jobs and keep jobs. And we are actually planning to shoot a musical this summer. So if you have some sort of talent, if you like to sew, to sing, to dance, if you like to help people, feel free to contact me, because we are looking for volunteers all the time. And I'm just showing you pictures of people with different disabilities, and you probably cannot see their disabilities over there in the pictures, because they're just people. They're just happy people doing what they love and having fun. This is one of the performances that we did. So what I wanted to say about people with disabilities, and not only with disabilities, is that if we put out of our minds this notion that we're born to be in the society, to be like the society, then we can accomplish a lot of things. For example, just recently, 3 of the people from our school with Down syndrome got hired by a BI Group corporation. They now have jobs because volunteers, regular people believed in them. So if we believe in other people, if we help other people, we are actually helping ourselves as well, and we are helping our society. So what I wanted to do by coming here is just to inspire you to become the better versions of yourselves and to help other people become the better versions of theirs. Thank you very much.